This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sitting 100 like every single day. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sitting 100 like every single day. RPX. Yeah, just the RPX where you can sit back and catch a vibe at. But your mind gotta be open like a surgeon with a scalpel. Mixed with the tips that can help with the mental, also the spiritual, and even the physical. The way she break it down, you don't need a visual. Always keep it fair and also critical. Everything is clear, ain't no need for subliminals. Growth is essential. The love is not rental. You might be perplexed, but it's so simple. If you wanna know how you can interact, just hit the IG or the Glock or where it at. So come get involved. It don't even cost. Just hit the DM if you need to talk. So all my good people out there, stay blessed and make sure you tune in to the RPX. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sitting 100 like every single day. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sitting 100 like every single day. RPX.
Chill. Listen, we are vibing high today here on the X Radio, where you can find us every Thursday night at 6 p.m. via Glockaware. We are on YouTube live right now, so go ahead to YouTube, type in Glockaware, and hit the live link to check us out. Today we have Lottie Robinson, Miss Shay Shalon's Way in the building, as well as Mr. Rusty Stone, my OG of life here.
Yep.
And, today we're going to talk about our good food, good mood. Yeah?
Yeah.
And it's Miss Lottie's birthday.
It is.
Happy birthday, Miss Lottie.
Birthday to me.
Man, yes,
Appreciate
girl. Thanks for wanting to share your solar return here with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
welcome.
appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
That's fun. I saw something you posted on Instagram. Just talking about your birthday and different things and so on and so forth. And congratulations on your publishing company.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. We got two publishing companies over here. We got music and writing now, or are they both kind of the same?
Jumbo Soul Beat.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh man, I'm dropping stuff. I'm sorry.
It's all right, girl. We got you.
Yeah. Published my first book. I started my own publishing company. I love books. I love to read. I love to write.
She's a writer, researcher,
So, yes.
does all her little cool ass holistic healing stuff with nature. I love it when you get in your little geek mode and you got your research gear on.
Yeah.
Like, that is the cutest, the friggin' cutest. She's so friggin' cute.
That's my favorite.
My little light beings. Oh, it's so fun. So today, again, like we're talking about, said good food, good mood. Listen, everything we consume affects how we operate, whether it's our body, our mind. A lot of times we talk about mental health here, but we're trying to get like a whole, in the month of October, we're talking about relationships with self, with others, and a lot of us have a unhealthy relationship with food.
Yeah, I
Yes.
wholeheartedly believe that even I have a saying, I have it on my bracelets, I have it on my shirts. There's even a chapter in my book, when you eat right, you think right.
Mm-hmm.
So, definitely what we consume in our body, affects the way we think, and we have to think when we make decisions, when we decide that we want to be lazy, or we decide that we want to be energetic, it all has to do with what we put in our body. So,
What types of food make us lazy?
heavy food,
Heavy.
Sugars,
soul
food.
Soul
you got the
food.
oil,
Cholesterol.
the
the
ice
salt.
cream, the baked macaroni and cheese,
Trans
the chicken,
fats.
the hog mogs, the pork.
Oh,
the,
oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That
For
stuff
making
just,
memories.
that stuff makes me want to take a nap just talking about it.
Yeah, the itis. That's what the itis is.
Hog
When you
maws.
get the itis.
And chitterlings.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
All that good, nasty
Oh,
stuff.
no. Listen, I don't know how some of that stuff became food. Like they say waste, what is it? Waste none, want none. But listen, some things are not meant for human consumption.
Yeah.
My
What?
people come from like Virginia and Mississippi and stuff.
South.
And they get, man,
They eat all of it. Listen, when you drive down Carolinas, you see on the side of the road raccoon, possum. Like they want you to come stop and get a platter of that shit. Like,
Yeah, that's what they're
No,
used
no,
to. That's
no.
what they consume.
what?
not anymore.
Oh man, was there a time where that was a thing for you, man? Once upon a time,
Well, back in the day when I was a kid.
when you was like 5, you know.
Well, a long time ago,
When you were
far
like
away.
5, she put an age limit on it.
Yes, that was like, that was like potluck.
Yeah, as long as I've known you, you've always been very health conscious, and that's over 20 years now. We always used to swap like vegan. Hey, did you try this new vegetarian or vegan food? Because at the time, that was it was a switch. I want to say that health has always been a thing,
Right.
but like in the grand scheme of things, it started. I feel, or maybe I noticed it 20 years ago. They started bringing out more vegetarian, vegan products.
Right.
They started creating like the patties and the chickens and all that kind of stuff.
Well, they started learning how to do it, actually like 30, 40 years in England with the little patties.
Okay.
Some cooks over there started doing that, right, with vegetables. They grind
Like
them up.
yeah.
And they put a lot of salt in it to make it taste good.
Mm-hmm.
Too much salt. Which most of
sea
it,
salt, huh?
a lot of it today has a lot of salt, like the processed patties and stuff like that, hamburgers or something. There's just a lot of salt to make it taste better. And put some other stuff in, ingredients, some sugar.
See, so that's why a lot of people say I don't eat that stuff because it doesn't taste good.
That's because they're used to having a lot of salt
Right.
and sugar
Right.
and other little.
Once you detox your body from that stuff, it doesn't even. The sweet stuff is too sweet. The salty stuff is too salty.
Yeah,
No, that's
yeah,
facts.
yeah.
When I did my first 3-day juice detox, I decided that after I do this detox and just all juices and fruits and vegetables.
That's all right. Yeah.
In a juice, I decided to go eat a piece of chocolate cake.
You wanted to go revert back.
I tried
this.
to see
Yeah.
if because it's like my mind wanted it, but my body didn't.
Yeah.
So when I went to go eat it, I was just like, I can't eat this.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the
It's
heck
like you
just
want to wipe
happened?
your tongue off
and
and all
was
that.
only 3 days.
Well, back in the day,
Right.
they used to call
So-
like deep chocolate cake devil's food.
Devil's food.
Devil's food. I
Yeah.
love
Betty
chocolate
Crocker.
cake.
Yeah.
I love me some chocolate cake. I eat vegan chocolate cake now. So.
They call
Yeah,
it-
there's a lot of good recipes. You know what? I went to some event and they had vegan soul food and their freaking cornbread was off the chain. I ain't even gonna hold you. It was moist and delicious. Yeah, baby.
Was it Go Vegan Philly? Because they got some
I can't even
good-
remember. It was at an Expressive Illustrations event, so I can probably trace it back. But listen, like there's some good stuff out there,
Yeah, they
got
but
good
you have to be
cornbread.
adventurous.
They're making it a lot better now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The
sci-
variety.
The variety, the science is a lot better. They don't cook it the same way unless you go to a place like that, where they serve vegan or vegetarian. They may cook it like you want it, But if you know what you want in it or out of it,
Right.
you let them know. In restaurants. and
Right.
things.
Right.
I don't go to that many restaurants myself. I make stuff at home or whatever. Some friends of mine who are vegans, they cook and stuff. But it's just the way they process. If it's processed, in my opinion, stay away from it.
Yeah, too
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
hand movement there, too many mechanical parts, too many if you
Mechanical parts.
yeah, well the mixers
Yeah.
and stuff. You start putting stuff in all those mixers, there's too much to really mix up by
Oh, yeah.
hand, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's just a lot going on and they say what's the 5 ingredient rule if you don't or if you can't you don't know, you can't
Yeah, I
you
like
read
my
them.
ingredients to say none.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can't pronounce
Yeah.
it,
If you can't pronounce it, you don't know what it is.
And that's in medicines too. Like, if you gotta look up your like these supplements, it may say elderberry, but what else is in it?
Right.
Is there high fructose syrup in it that's making this
Yes.
syrupy.
Right.
Yes.
Like you gotta stay away from a lot of things. And people don't read, and then a lot of people that do read, they don't understand, so, and they're not researchers, so they're just like, okay, I'll take it back and say elderberry, let's go. But no, that's not.
And sometimes
that's
it
not the way
makes
to go.
people feel better, so they think it's better.
They're really
Right.
But
better.
they're not really feeling better. It's the chemicals in there.
Yeah.
Just the part of your brain, in the amygdala and whatnot, in the limbic section
You're
of your
psyching
brain.
yourself out.
Yeah, you feel good, the feel good section. You get all those, what do they call them? Dopamine going. Oh, you dope yourself up with some so-called vegan food. And you can,
What
I call
kind
it
of
vegan
things?
junk food. So
yeah, vegan junk food. That's
You know
it.
what?
vegan
Someone
junk food, yeah.
Someone said to me years ago, they're like, oh my God, don't become vegan, because I had a friend and they got really big on being vegan. I'm like, that's because you still need to have the same mentality of like, there's health foods and there's still, like you said, vegan junk food. It exists.
You have-
Cakes and pies and cookies.
Absolutely.
And,
Some people who go vegan for the animals, and you have some people who go vegan for their health. People who go vegan for the animals, they'll just eat anything but animal.
yeah.
Right.
And now you're just stuck with starch and chips and
Yeah.
cookies and junk food.
And there's a lot of
So-
potato starches and pea starches and those types of things to make them bond together. So
Yes,
like the
yeah,
cookies and
absolutely.
things.
I hear you, Lottie. I hear you.
You hear me? You hear me?
Because I was a junkie like that too when I started experimenting with it,
Yeah.
Because traveling on the road well,
Choices aren't
way
that
back in the day, I was
vast.
meeting a whole lot of people, especially a lot of hippie people.
Yeah.
They were clued into vegetarian a long time ago, right? But they were talking about it then. I paid a little attention and kept on traveling, gig to gig, eating fried chicken and everything else they're selling out there.
Right.
But over time, I started changing my attitude about it a little bit. It took me a while. I'm still growing. It's an ongoing process.
Yeah, it
Veganism
is.
is not like a boom, you're there. It's ongoing learning
Well, they
experience.
put a name on it. It's like it's plant-based. Eat healthy. Eat good. I tell most people that come to me, they ask me, I don't know what to eat. I'm like, technically, we don't have to cook. I said you eat raw fruits
diet.
and
Raw.
raw vegetables. You don't have to cook anything. People ask me, what you eat for dinner? Grapes.
Yep.
People
I'm
forget-
literally eating grapes for dinner.
I showed up at a cookout once with a bag of cherries, and they're like, "That's what you bring to a cookout?" I said, "Yes." But yet, by the end of my seat at that table, like 4 people are like, "Can I have some?" They all wanted some. So it's like, they're healthy choices, and people do like them. But of course, you're gonna go for the crap first, right?
Of course, because you're brought up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like being a
It's like
baby.
brainwashed,
it's comforting,
yeah.
right?
It's like being a
comforting
baby.
food.
When you're a baby, you want to eat everything. You want to eat the paint off the walls and every damn thing.
Right. You put everything in your mouth.
Yeah,
But when you don't crave it, you don't
Yeah.
want it. Because like I
Right.
said, when you do the detox, my body didn't crave it. My brain thought I wanted it. But your body don't crave it. When you don't crave it, it's easier for you to eat healthy.
When I do
because
those-
my body only wants
Yep.
fruits and vegetables for
Yeah.
the most part. So.
When I do the 2 week, one time I did the 2 week, I sat there like for 3 days. It was really like the first 24 hours, because you're so used to just going and grabbing and doing, that it took me like that 24 to 48 hours to be like, all right, to not have that craving, to not want to go get something or have that phantom hunger, because I wasn't hungry. I mean, I was nourishing myself in a different way, but it's just like that. Probably like that mind thing,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the
Call it a
mind.
brain fuck.
Yeah.
A brain what?
A brain. Can we curse on here?
Yep.
A brain fuck. You brain fucked yourself.
You're getting sexy over here.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Yo, I was
People
just
do it all the
this
time.
is a soul side note, Rusty, but I was telling someone the other day, I'm like, yo, you know what, my old head back in the day, he'd get a party going, you wouldn't know it. Like he's that raunchy dude that be like getting the crap girls
Raunchy, hey.
going out there. Woo!
What, you a Scorpio?
I
He's
don't
an
know.
Aquarius.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Air sign.
That's what they told me
Yeah,
anyway.
well, you're an air sign,
an air
Miz.
sign.
You're a
I
Libra.
get
You
it.
understand. We're all air signs right here.
you?
You're
You
between
doing
two
that?
Aquariuses.
Oh, you Aquarius? Oh, man.
See that? You in
that
trouble.
air.
You in trouble, Lottie.
We got it. So, like I said, we got a good head conversation going
Yeah.
on here.
That's funny.
All right.
Yes, man. Listen, if you're just tuning in, we are here on the X Radio. We're doing food, good mood. So, man, I'll let you. Go for it. You got something you want to say, Rusty, about this? I know you wanted to actually talk about this topic.
Well, going hand to hand with anything like vegetarianism or any kind of food that you want to eliminate a lot of toxins and things like that from, nutrition. No matter what it is, you need the nutrition. You can get it from your vegetables and your fruits and stuff like that. But you also want to get, if you're a vegan, vitamin B12.
That's for
Very
absorption,
important.
right?
Absorption,
Helps you.
circulatory systems, your neurons in your brain.
And your omega-3s.
Oh, hello.
Fish oils.
She's
stuff
talking
like
sexy
that.
to
Now,
me.
now
Fish
do
oil.
vegans? Now do
You can do
vegans?
sea moss.
Vegans don't do fish oil.
No.
Okay, so what
No,
do you do instead?
no.
Sea moss.
There's a plant-based omega-3 syrup that you can actually purchase that I actually use. I forget who makes it, but you have Irish sea moss.
Yeah.
You can get it
Everything
from there.
you need is from
Sea
the
moss,
earth, as they say.
Certain kinds of algae,
Yes.
algae oil, maybe perhaps you want to use that. You get a supplement from that.
You have the
Just
nori.
Consult with your physician about algae oil because it could raise different levels. Depending on if you're on any kind of medication, just be careful. You know, you get a lot of omega 3s, DHA, EPA.
That's good
all
for
like
your
that.
brain, right?
Omega
Yes.
9s, all of that. When you're a baby, your mother has a lot of that in supply.
In breast
in
milk,
her
yeah.
breast milk, omega 3s and whatnot, to help build up that nervous system and brain health, to develop the brain, make it grow. You have that, and you can't make that yourself. DHA, EPA, it's an essential omega.
So wait a
3.
minute. If our body can't make this, how do we get this? Say we're folks from the land, we live off the land. How do we
Right.
get this?
Well, you have a lot of what they call ALA. That's also omega-3 fatty acid that helps your body make some of it. But you can get more of it from marine animals if you want. But the marine animals, what do they eat? Most of them,
Fish,
algae,
algae, fish.
and that algae is loaded with omega-3s and all that kind
And
of
that's
stuff.
the only reason people eat. Well, technically, they're supposed to eat fish, but now that our oceans are so polluted,
Polluted,
Polluted.
right?
they're eating everything. They're eating
Yeah.
anything and everything. They're
Right,
eating.
and
So-
eating fish, it's best if you don't eat it every day,
Right.
especially in the Western world.
Ooh.
'Cause what happens is if you eat it every day, it's more fat. There's a lot of fat in a lot of fish, even in salmon. Salmon's probably the best, they say. A couple.
But then there's different types of those. So do we really know what we're getting out here?
It's a
You know, a
wild-
lot of people.
wild caught.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's the farm raised, the wild. You know, folks aren't educating themselves because
No,
it's really
you're right.
our duty as an individual to educate ourselves because they're not gonna put that out there. You can ask, but you gotta ask.
You gotta ask and research. Talk to people. Go to where people are. Vegan communities. Find out what's going on. Talk to your doctor, and make your doctor tell you the truth.
Listen,
Yes, you have to ask questions.
I ask questions all
You
the time.
have to ask, and they
I'm
don't
not,
like that.
I'm not getting out of that office until they tell me what I
a
want
lot
to know.
a lot of folks stick with doctors just because they're familiar with them or the hassle of changing
Right.
or whatever. But it's important to find that good relationship with your physician.
Yes.
So you have understanding, they have understanding, and you have a working relationship because that's what it is.
Otherwise, they'll give you the commercial stuff.
Well, I can tell you that the medical industry is all about money. So
You're right.
If you don't come in with information and questions, they're going to tell you what gets them paid,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's putting you on prescription.
Yes.
So
Right.
you want to, if do your own research, and you know your body. We know our bodies. When you go into a doctor, even before I even came on this path, I would go to the doctor and they'll say, "Well, what's going on with you today?" Well, you the doctor.
Right. I'm here because I don't feel well.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I got to diagnose myself. I could have stayed home and Googled it.
Yeah. But then some of them they get
But-
mad about that too. Like don't be a WebMD person. We don't want you to do that because a lot of folks then they become hypochondriacs. Some folks don't have that
Yes.
balance of okay, this is a possibility. And then some folks go, "Oh my God, this is what I
Well, yeah.
have."
Great point.
That's true.
Great point. Because you can overload on so much information.
But you want to know, you have to know
Yeah.
your body.
Yeah.
You have to know what works for you. You know what makes you feel good and what makes you don't feel good. When they put you on a medication and you have another issue that you didn't have before, then
Listen,
9 out of 10
the
times it was the
side
medication.
the side effect list is so ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
When they, I've talked about this before in previous episodes where it says, may cause depression, anxiety, anal leakage,
All
all of
it.
all of
Yeah.
the above,
Yeah.
including death. Even at the
Including
end,
death.
I've seen some
And
of those,
sometimes death.
and sometimes death. I don't
Right.
know. Do I
Well,
want to?
okay, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and take this.
My doctor said take 2 a day.
Right. Which also is a money-making business.
Oh yeah.
Death.
Yeah, death
Yeah.
is. It definitely is.
Somebody got to clean it up.
Yeah.
Put it
Yeah,
away.
true. Yeah.
You got to pay to be born in this world, and you're going to pay to get the hell out of here.
That's true, man.
Somebody got to make money off of it.
Ain't that
Yeah,
some
it's all
shit?
about money. America is a corporation.
True.
Ooh,
So it's
yeah.
all about, the Monsanto is king of the processed foods. They feeding us poison from birth.
Right.
They telling us
Ugh.
that we supposed to eat eggs and bacon for breakfast. That's not breakfast food.
No.
You supposed to eat berries, blueberries,
Fruits.
blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, grapes with seeds, seeded fruits.
Yeah.
For breakfast.
And it's even hard to, you go to the regular market, it's hard to find those things.
Yeah,
Watermelon
well-
is all seedless. Everybody wants seedless because
it's easier.
It's easier.
But not realizing
It's
that
not
it's
healthy.
not healthy.
Right.
right.
Right, because you
So,
want
you want
want
to get everything with seeds.
because you definitely need fiber,
Mm-hmm.
vegetarian or not. Definitely need fiber.
You gotta make it move, baby.
Make it move.
Or you gonna be
Get you
cranky.
some greens.
Gotta
so
stay
chlorophyll.
Gotta stay in motion.
You gotta
Chlorophyll
stay
is
in
good
motion or
for
you're
that.
gonna be mad.
That's right. So
Get you running.
so people don't want to do that because it makes them feel like I gotta go to the bathroom all the time.
Yeah, a lot of people say.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard people say that.
Or a
Oh,
lot
don't
of-
eat. I don't eat that vegan food because that stuff throw you in the bathroom. I'm like, well, if your system is working properly anyway,
So you
should-
want to be full of shit all day.
Yeah, exactly. Like you should be going after every meal for real.
Hello,
for real.
hello.
Okay. I see where
But
you
I like what
at.
Lottie's saying over here. You know,
Yes.
you're full of shit. That's it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Take it how you want it.
I want a T-shirt with that on that. Can y'all make me one?
Put it on a shirt too.
You're full of shit.
You're full of shit.
What you eat? You full of shit. So,
Yeah.
oh, I love that. What was that? You do that. Hook that up.
Hook it up. I got you.
Yeah.
Shay Shalon's way.
That's right.
Boom. And then it's gonna say, "Stay regular,"
That's right.
or you're full of shit.
That's right.
Don't be full of shit.
That's right.
I don't know, but listen, yeah, the philosophy's there. It works
Yeah.
for me. I understand it. But yeah, it cracks me up when people are like, I don't eat that stuff because it makes you go to the bathroom. I'm like,
Well, that's just an excuse for them. They're so used to eating animal flesh and blood,
yeah,
And
salt and sugar.
salt and sugar. And I tell people, like, listen, you wouldn't eat uncooked chicken
right.
if it wasn't seasoned. They season it with herbs.
Right.
If you just season your vegetables the way you like it with those same herbs,
right.
And when you tell them eat raw,
what's the difference?
I said, well, have you ever eaten a salad before?
Uh-huh.
That's raw.
Oh, that's what they think.
Right.
They think, you go
Rabbit
vegan.
food.
Oh, no, I don't feel like eating a salad all day, every day. I don't eat salad all day, every day.
Because cooking, comes down from thousands of years ago, cooking the flesh of an animal. For some reason, whatever, they're still debating on all that,
This is what grosses me out about that concept, right? Is that our bodies are 98.6 degrees, give or take, right? And then if you leave a piece of meat out in the sun on a 90-degree day, it's going to decompose. So what do you think it's doing inside of your body? It's just disgusting.
Rotting away.
The thought
Anybody
process
who
is
eat-
disgusting.
Anybody who eat meat or seafood is bound to have parasites.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have especially the wrong kind. They develop in
The
your
wrong
in
kind,
your
yeah.
gut level, your leaky gut, and all kinds of other stuff going on.
Gross.
And it's very inflammatory,
Yeah.
and your pH levels are like down on a low scale. And your pH, you go from 1 to 7, then above that. And so when it's too much like that, it's too acidic, way too acidic. Animal flesh, a lot of grains, certain kinds of grains, alcohol for sure, because most of it's made from grains.
Grains
Tur-
and sugar.
Turns into sugar. So, and it's very inflammatory and acidic, way too much. So people have gotten used to eating that, and what that does is it kills off the good bacteria, messes with your hormones, your neurotransmitters. When the signals they get from that, from your adrenal glands on top of your kidneys, goes up to your brain, and it separates a lot of the neuron connections from your neofrontal cortex in the front.
So you're being disconnected
Right, so one part
from the inside out.
yeah, the emotional part of the brain gets disconnected from the frontal part, which the frontal part is more or less like headquarters. It's logic, it's thinking,
Okay.
it's judgment,
So that's why a lot of people act off emotions,
Yeah, and
perhaps?
that's off emotions. They never learn how to deal with
Mad
them.
cow disease.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! What
You're
they-
acting like that mad cow now. I need you to calm down.
Yeah. Emotional reactors.
emotional. Well, it turns on what's called excitotoxins in your brain.
Excitotoxins.
It's like
We're
a-
going to have to look that up later, folks.
It's like a protein.
That's fun.
Yeah, it makes you, and you want more like sugar. Your animal flesh and blood, especially
Dope.
if it's fried, it releases a chemical called acrylamide. That's the smell you smell when things are fried,
Okay.
including breads and things like that. That's that smell. It's a,
That's the name of the smell?
yeah.
Okay.
It's a molecule but your brain gets turned on by that, like
Right.
sugar. It goes to your
It says, "Hey, sexy." It wafts across your nose. "Hey, sexy."
yeah, oh yeah, it's like you can picture it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking around, no clothes on. Come on over here, I got something for you.
Yeah. And
You
then
know.
you go, "Hey, I need some of that. I need a 4-piece with a biscuit."
Some people said that's what Eve did to Adam. You know, she brought him some biscuits over there.
Well, she did. She brought them too.
And some fried chicken and cookies. Brother went crazy.
Man, that was no apple.
Hell no.
Nah. What was it, nectarine?
But
Yes, Lottie, I love it.
It was a nectarine. I did my own research on that.
I
by
did
eating
my
it.
own research.
Well, I know apples ain't that good. But a
Juicy.
nectarine, no.
It had a little fuzz on it, and it was just everything I needed it to be.
is that what they were?
Hell yeah. Lottie said so, and it's her birthday.
Little fuzz, I ain't eating no more of them.
Yeah, no more nectarines. Watch out, they're danger.
Yeah, get them.
Octoon, baby. Man,
Ah, fantastic.
folks, good food, good mood.
And nutrition.
So when you do alkaline, it alkaline
Yes.
means electric.
Yes.
So you boosting, like a battery.
Yeah,
You got energy. The energy.
Yeah, you wanna get it
Yeah,
like-
you wanna get some energy.
Energizing your indoors.
Too much alkalinity can hurt too, but you want to just be like. That's why you have the scale.
Hello.
You want to be level. You want to be balanced. Everything is about balance.
what is
Life
it?
is about balance.
What is it,
Go
Lottie?
ahead, Libra.
It's like 7.3 or something.
That's right.
7.23, something like that.
7.2
It's good.
yes.
And, yeah. And that's you get that, or like lemon juice and lime juice, or apple cider vinegar.
Yes.
They're acidic when they go in your body, and your body reprocesses it and turns it into alkaline.
Right, like
Right.
folks.
Key lime.
Key
You want
lime.
to use key lime. Key lime. I do know that key lime. This is a lottie hack. Key lime, distilled water or alkaline water, whatever water you use, spring water, natural spring water, and coconut water is an all-natural Gatorade. So for the drinkers out there who get hangovers, you can actually drink that to get your electrolytes, opposed to drinking
That
a
sounds like a
Gatorade
good
or a.
Yeah, turn that gator
Powerade.
loose. Turn that gator loose. Listen to Lot.
Listen to old
Lottie hacks.
Yeah.
That's your new Instagram. Lottie hacks.
Lottie hacks.
And you're full of shit.
You're full of
And if
shit.
you-
Don't be
yeah.
full of shit.
Don't be full of shit. Go vegan. That's what it's gonna be. Don't be full of shit. Go vegan.
Go vegan.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Go, Lot.
Go
Publish that shit.
Let me get that one.
Yep. Put it on a shirt. Man. Yeah. So, what are good choices? You know, of course, we know what the bad choices are. That's almost like a no-brainer. Of course, there's folks out here that are programmed that oodles and noodles and Hostess cupcakes are it.
Oh, yeah, well,
Good for you? I mean, they taste good.
Yeah.
But is it good for you?
Yeah.
well, it's dope.
Yeah. It is.
That's why it goes to the dopamine. That's why they call it dopamine,
That's right.
because the stuff is like dope. You get hooked on it, like you hook on cocaine or something.
Yeah.
And you need it more and more. Your brain thinks it needs it, you know, because your brain only knows what it's getting from its environment. If the rest of your body's healthy, eyesight, sense of smell, taste, touch, thermal, things like that, and your gut bacteria, your heart's working right, your brain gets the right kind of signal, understands its environment, because your brain wants to understand what's going on around it. That's why you have eyes. That's why you have feet to carry your brain around. You know, so it wants to know. It's a processor. It's an organic processor. In effect, processes everything.
Yes.
But if it gets the wrong information, boom, what's going to happen, Lot?
You're going to do the wrong shit.
It's gonna kill you.
You're gonna make bad decisions. Period.
You got these grapes over here. I'm eyeing up these grapes. I
You
think
got
I'm
you
in.
with my seeds. Seeded grapes, globe grapes.
Yep, globe
Got
grapes.
some globe grapes.
My grandmom always had those ones as a kid. I hated them.
Cause you had to spell
Yeah,
it.
spit out. Yeah, exactly.
You
It's
know,
like,
ate
why you
sunflower
gotta buy
seeds?
these ones, grandma? She had
You
the
ate
old
sunflower
fruit
seeds?
bowl. The fruit bowl.
You never
gra-
ate sunflower seeds?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're
Spit the
good.
seeds. You got to spit out the shell.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but as a kid, I mean, you don't want to do that shit. You're a kid. I want to eat. I don't want to be bothered with that. I don't want to eat the orange with the seed in it. I want to eat the watermelon. Like we talked about, for convenience.
That's why they want them seedless fruits.
right.
Whoever made that was that person.
That was that person.
You
right.
probably know them.
Yeah, they're probably somewhere in my bloodline somewhere.
And
Damn it.
that's mostly in a place like America, over here, because of the processed foods that they cooked up a long time ago in the
Oh, yeah.
in 1880s. Let's make things fast now. We got industry going on. making Kellogg's cornflakes, which is processed.
Listen, I believe all of that's part of the pharmaceutical companies
It
as
is.
well. They're all in
It
bed with each other.
Yeah, well, they found a way to turn people on quick and make a big
Facts.
profit,
Yeah.
and putting sugar in it.
It's all about control and money.
controlling money and making
Controlling
you
money.
sick and die because they know there's another generation coming along.
Population.
I mean, and being sick is a multi-million billion dollar industry.
They want you sick so they can sell you the drug.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
And then they put a Band-Aid on it so you can keep coming back.
Right.
That's right. A Band-Aid with sugar on it.
With
Right.
sugar.
Right. What's in, you make, I don't want to say you make pills, but you make pills. You know, you make a lot of concoctions, holistic concoctions
Herbs.
with herbs.
Other plants.
What types of concoctions do you make?
Do a colon cleanse, which is a bunch of greens.
So what do you do?
A bunch of greens,
Do you dehydrate the plants and then put them in capsules?
Yes.
Nice. How effective is that compared to actually eating the greens?
There's different ways to do it. If you eat it raw, I mean, that's technically eating it raw. People don't like to eat it raw.
Right.
They rather pop a pill. So I'm going
Right.
to put this good stuff in the pill.
I'm
so you
gonna
can
make
pop
it easy for you.
Yeah, for them.
Yeah, for
those
them.
people,
Yeah, I don't take them.
Mm-hmm.
I eat.
You eat your greens.
Everything
Right.
comes from what I eat.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I drink chlorophyll a lot,
Yeah.
which
yeah?
is yes. Yes.
okay.
So that's a natural deodorant basically, and it cleans your blood.
Photosynthesis.
So yes,
Right.
and the chlorophyll is what makes your greens green.
Right.
So be like, what you drinking? That's some green juice. It's green water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, there's different ways to do it. You can put it in your food.
Mhm.
You can put it in a pill. You can teas, herbs. I sell the teas. I sell the capsules. It's the same thing.
Mhm.
How you want it.
Right.
You like drinking tea? All right, I'm gonna make you a tea. Oh, you rather pop a pill? All right, I got you in a pill. Oh, you want
Mhm.
a smoothie every morning? I can put this in your smoothie.
Sure.
And there's plenty of ways to do it. You get creative with it.
Yeah.
You can add flaxseed,
Flaxseed,
hemp.
hemp seeds. Yeah.
Come
I
on.
was looking for those earlier. Black seeds.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is really black cumin.
Yeah.
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 Turmeric.
Yeah, that's
Turmeric,
a
of
good
course.
one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's a good one
That's
for
your
inflammation.
Mhm.
Cinnamon, turmeric, ginger.
I like all that.
Mm-hmm.
I like all that now.
I
Because
consume that most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's good for digestion.
it's for real. When I'm on the road with different musicians, the dressing room is like,
I have a feeling this is a gas story.
well, no. Well,
Are you the only vegan?
it comes out both ways, the gas, you know?
Ah.
Well, yeah, over the past several years, you know.
Okay.
So they would give me they give me odd looks sometimes, right? Of course, I joke back with them and stuff, and call them ignorant and savages and what have you.
Right.
Just to be funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to play.
And so, but the dressing room was filled with all the stuff that junk food, and alcohol, which I used to
Well,
drink.
yeah, that's when you're on tour. Hello.
It's there, man. I've been on,
Party time.
I've been on band on tours with a lot of groups. I won't say all their names, a lot of famous groups.
Yeah.
In their contracts and their riders, some of them want no food at all, just alcohol,
I believe it.
just alcohol, and anything else.
That's real islandish.
They would add on the contract and anything else.
So they have that like wiggle room.
Yeah.
If they want something else, they can get it. It's in there.
Yes, they'll make arrangements like that. So I said, wow, these guys are crazy. They're crazier than me. I thought I was crazy. But it's been an experience, and I learned a lot from musicians, actors, what have you. And keeping your body healthy, like Lottie says, keeps your brain healthy. You have a sense of self. You understand, where you're going, why you're going, a better sense of all that, when your body's healthy. When your body's not healthy, you're in a state of constant, chronic stress.
Yeah. You're
Stress.
confused.
And you all over the place. So
Yeah.
if you can
Right.
control what you eat, it's about
Anxiety.
discipline. You can control what you eat. You can control anything.
Right.
Like people
I always
try
say
to challenge
money
my discipline
or
levels, but
food.
money or food.
If you can
control.
master money or food, you can do anything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They're the two hardest
You're
things.
going to have stress, but when it's chronic, it could be low-grade chronic.
Yeah.
Or you hardly notice because you're out partying or
I
whatever
lived
you're doing,
there.
or getting mad at somebody yelling and screaming. Well, people have that kind of stress all the time. They're tensed up right in here. The bacteria goes crazy. The viruses go crazy. We have all that in us, right?
That make you sick.
Goes up to your brain, Your brain's like headquarters. We're getting wrong information. We don't know what to do about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is fight or flight all the time.
Fight or flight all the time. That's risky.
It works with your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And eat bad food on top of it.
People just have sudden heart attacks. You got all that stress built up.
Right, a lot of folks, oh, they look so healthy. They would run miles a day, and they just drop dead. Well, they're probably a lawyer or something
It was
crazy.
something going on.
Something going,
Yeah, some
aneurysms and
stress.
things like that. Yeah.
And you don't know. And then some people be scared. I heard people say, I'm scared to go to the doctor
Right.
to see what's going
Yeah,
on.
yeah. Well, I
But that
was
goes
too.
back to a good relationship. You got to
Yeah.
find a lot. There's a stigma against going to the doctor. First of all,
Yeah.
second of all, you have to find that good working relationship, even on a basic level. Like, hey, this hurts. Oh, okay. Let's see what we can do about it. Not just we'll take an Advil and call me in 2 weeks if it isn't better. You know. Oh, maybe we need an X-ray. Maybe we need a splint. Maybe we need,
Yes.
dig deeper. What is it?
For years, well, we've been taught, most people in the world have been taught, in civilized world anyway,
Yeah.
since you have doctors, people are taught, well, if you're young, you're 18, 19, 20, 25 years old, you don't need to see a doctor. It's for old people.
Mm-hmm.
But meanwhile, that stuff is building up in their systems. And when they get to be 40, 50, 60, 60, 70
And it's
years
from
old,
birth.
Yeah.
Now they got diabetes,
So now
they
what's
got
coming? Yes.
high blood pressure, they got this wrong, their kidneys, gallstones, and all kinds of crazy
You have
stuff.
to unlearn
Colitis.
a lot of things
Diverticulitis,
growing up.
all those kind of things.
IBS. What's the other thing? Yeah, little seeds bother your stomach. I forget
Yes.
which one that is.
Ulcers.
But yeah, listen, a lot of people have ulcers from stress.
But you realize it's all stomach issues.
But
That's where you hold your.
if people
all
got
your
checked,
stress.
brains.
if people got checked out at least once a year, whether you're 18 or 19 or not, if you're in the army, you're 18, they check you out.
Yep.
You know, make sure you're healthy enough to go kill somebody.
Right.
So they want you-
Right.
they want you
Isn't
healthy.
that some shit?
But they check you out, make sure you're healthy, at least once a year. But most people are not taught to do that. They should teach that in schools. When you're 18, 19, 20, whatever it is, have your family physician, whatever it is, give your blood test at least once a year.
Right. Get your levels checked. See where
Find
you're
out
at.
what's going on. That way you can see what's going on. Maybe diabetes is building up in your system. You don't know it until you hit 30, 40 years old. And bang, you could be
Well, they
skinny.
have junior diabetes. Kids are getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's causing why? Because they be eating this junk and they never got
And
checked.
eating what they, yeah.
Right.
You junk food.
It's hereditary as well.
It's
Some
hereditary.
of that's hereditary.
It's
so
not
you have to-
hereditary.
Okay, go ahead.
With
Bad
diabetes.
eating habits
So-
are hereditary. Bad
no,
eating
that's
habits
true.
in your family is hereditary.
That is true.
You're eating what your family is giving you.
That's true, too.
And they show you every day. And when they quiet you up, put you in front of the television set, here's some candy and cookies.
Yep. Candy.
Right.
Kids. I used to be a teacher at middle school,
Okay.
and they coming in with chips
Right.
and Cheetos, and I'm like, it's first thing in the morning.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all want chips and Cheetos,
And then on top of that-
and this is what y'all eating for breakfast.
And then there's multiple breakfasts, multiple
multiple.
meals, multiple. I mean, it's okay. Like some folks, their perfect system for their body is to have a little snack maybe once every hour or 2 hours, something like that. Nothing heavy or crazy, just something enough to keep their body in motion, their internals in motion. But not everybody's body works that way. You have to figure
No.
out what works for you. But yeah, a lot of people out of habit or boredom will do that throughout the day with junk food.
And
You eat.
it's been going on for over 100 years. And spread around the world, of course, because you have the most rich country in the world, America,
America's the worst when it comes to that.
the land of plenty, which has been advertised for years. And more they make,
corporation.
more they make, and they want to make money off
They
it.
just want to
Yeah.
make money.
We'll fatten you up like they fatten up the cows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're the biggest people. You go to other
Yeah,
countries,
they're little.
Everyone's slim.
Slim.
Well,
They walk
most of
everywhere.
them, yeah.
It's
They
changing
do-
a lot
they-
in Europe. It's changed a lot in Europe over the past
Is it?
several
Okay.
years. I used to go to Europe in the 60s.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah.
And it's like, coming out of World War II, they had a hard time. But America gave them so much food and stuff, and money and food. And to make the people feel better from depression from World War II.
comfort food.
They were emotionally eating.
So they'll
Sugar.
eat more of American food, a lot of the flour and gluten and everything else, and all the sugar upon sugar upon sugar upon sugar. Put sugar in everything, So, and of course, animal flesh and stuff like that. Eat a whole lot of that, a little bit of vegetables, and a great big thing of steak,
Right.
which is
The
ridiculous.
bigger, the better, right? That's
Right.
what they always think.
All right, so I'm gonna give y'all an alternative for sugar.
Because America, they're going to follow America's lead because it's the most powerful country in the world. They won World War. too and all that kind of stuff.
We want to be like Americans.
So a lot of people.
Meanwhile, we want to be like Europeans.
Yeah.
Well, people have done that.
Well.
People have done that apparently for thousands of years. You follow what the conqueror does.
Mm-hmm.
He conquers your ass. He must have the favor of the gods.
Yeah, he's the emperor. I want to be like that.
You want to be like that, and so it feeds it from generation to generation to generation, even in religious things. Which
Yeah,
are
right.
Sort of pseudo governments.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Politics is there like rampant.
Yeah. Religion and politics are together. I wouldn't even say maybe. They definitely are.
Oh yeah. So it's a matter of controlling people and whatnot. But I
Yeah.
think we're seeing through a lot of it. You know, even the World Health Organization, which has little by little over the past 20 years, been trying to get people to eat more plant-based stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't shout it out a long time ago. Only now in the past 3 or 4 years they're shouting out from the rooftop, either eat Mediterranean or plant-based diet. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know from generation to generation this is what's killing us, making us have wrong decisions. As Lottie said, you make wrong decisions about the environment and everything else. When you have billions of people doing that, and they all want the same thing, they're all crazy now, right? You add your communication tools, such as the internet, which came along 20 years ago. Okay. I mean, it's like crazy information out there. It's great information
This just made
and
me
it's
think-
stupid information.
This thing just made me think of like, drunk texting. That's what our body's doing when we feed it bad stuff.
Okay. I like that. Drunk
We're
texting.
drunk texting ourselves to do something stupid.
Yeah, and it excites your brain. When people see crazy stuff on the internet, it'd be like almost like eating sugar.
Yeah.
They they read controversy on there. They see stuff on there.
They love the drama. It sucks them
They
in.
love the drama, which Hollywood is known for
Yeah.
since Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
You know, give them drama, give them crazy, give them a roller coaster ride. You know, up and down. And you go to the movies, you see this stuff, and it affects. It's cool if you can handle it.
Right. Not everybody can.
Not everybody can handle it. So you go there. That's why Hollywood has always said since the 1920s, when you go to a theater, do what? Suspend disbelief. Don't be logical when you see a movie, because ain't nothing up there that makes fucking sense.
Tell them.
It's all a lie except for the technology that brings it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. It's a story, right?
It's a story. Now stories are great.
Depending on what they want to show you, because they control the media too. So
Yeah.
they put hidden truths in there.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they'll
for
put
sure.
put stuff right in there
And-
to mess with your
Right.
brain. But you gotta, if you eating right, you can pick up on that.
Right.
You can pick up on
Better judgment.
They tell you.
And well, before Hollywood, I sort of misspoke. Before Hollywood, the newspapers, like the Pulitzer, a guy named Pulitzer in New York, had big newspapers in New York, and on the West Coast you had Hertz, right? William Randolph Hearst. His newspapers, they were the biggest thing going on for 40 years before radio started taking over.
Right.
But they bought radio stations, But what they did with radio and the movies, they were doing in newspapers before that. And they definitely wanted to get more people to learn how to read,
Learn how to read, yeah.
because they were putting a lot of pictures in a lot of the newspapers, because most people couldn't read, so they had to give them
Right.
some. But they wanted more education so they could read the stuff and give them crazy stuff to read, comics and stuff like that, to sucker them in, But they were doing that before radio and the movies. But that's just a holdover from that type of mass communication into electronic communication with radio and movies. Television, of course. And television, movies, what they are in effect are modern day electronic Tower of Babel, so to speak. And also an electronic billboard. You see TV shows, you're watching them, boom, 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 hit you with a commercial. Or the whole movie could be a commercial. What are you going to do when you're watching a good mystery story? Where the potato chips at? Where that pizza
Need
at?
some snacks.
Where that wine
And
at?
they put butter on popcorn. Popcorn, one of the healthiest snacks. But when you add butter, it's
Salt,
now
all that
unhealthy.
salt and
Look.
butter.
Well, that comes with a sacrifice. You sacrifice cows.
Oh yeah.
What's
Burger.
your sugar hack, Lottie?
Oh, you got date sugar.
Yeah,
And you
that's a good
have coconut sugar. That'll make whatever you choose or you want to be sweet. I use date sugar. Date sugar is better for me, and that's only because I like before I went plant-based 5 years ago. I used to love sugar in my spaghetti. so I put my date sugar in my vegan spaghetti now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah, OG keeps saying, sugar, 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 but
You need sugar. You don't need to process
yeah,
sugar.
no, you don't need processed sugar.
natural.
You can have natural sugar. There's sugar in fruits. I love when people who with diabetes say, "Well, I can't eat that because it's sugar," but you didn't ate this whole bag of candy. Now I'll give you an apple. You gonna tell me it's too much sugar in it? Stop
Right.
playing with me.
Right. Right.
So this is not the bad sugar. That is. You
Right.
need to switch.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
But yeah, that sugar, all that stuff. I even talk about dehydration a lot. Even 2% dehydration causes you to, not function properly. Can't make good decisions. Get a little confused, perhaps, or feel a little off. So I mean, there's a lot of different things we have to be aware of, and I hope if you guys were not aware, that now we planted some seeds. So you can maybe take heed and do a little research.
And even with the dehydration, our water is even contaminated. So
Yeah.
you can get a majority of your water eating fruits. Once again,
Right.
you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
you don't have to drink water all day. But you see me, I'm eating fruit. You can eat your apple. You can eat your oranges. You can eat your fruits. You get in everything, your nutrients, your water, all the good stuff. Organic, of course. Learn how to clean your fruits. I mean, if you follow me on Shay Shalon's Way, I got a lot of
She
ways
got
of
little
how to
hacks and
clean
tips.
hacks and
Okay.
tips on how to clean.
Lottie hacks.
Clean your fruits and
I'll be
stuff
tuning
like
in.
that, and get your organics in, and growing. If you know any farmers, you want to go support the farmers, the local farmers.
Yeah, we have a lot of co-ops around, so check those out. There's a lot of folks in our circles that do take part in those. So just check them out on Instagram, and they have a lot of Saturday, Sunday pickups, and most of the stuff's free.
It is free information,
Free
food,
information, free vegetables, free
real
fun.
Fun.
Free energy. Get some
Yeah.
energy to get up and go.
And meet new people who are not full of shit.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
meet new people who are
All
not
the-
full of
Yeah,
shit.
yep. Yeah, they gotta cleanse colon there.
Good energy.
Yeah, nutrition, and of course.
And that's what our body craves, nutrition, like OG said. Our body craves nutrition, not
Yes.
junk. It's not. It's
It,
not
it,
your-
it gets
yeah,
it gets you get stuck in that
when
cycle
you get hungry,
because
that's what it wants.
because your body that doesn't know any different, so it's going to what it knows.
Going to what it is, and
but
next thing
once
you know,
you detox, it doesn't want it anymore.
Right.
then molecule by molecule, you be disintegrating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you need amino acids, to proteins,
Yes.
those type of molecules. It's the building blocks of life, right? Without the amino acids and protein, you're just like a house with the falls apart. The bricks go down, all the bricks.
Built on a bad
Wobble, wobble.
foundation. So you're gonna have that tower moment in your life, and then more than likely it's gonna be your health, and you're gonna have to if you're lucky enough to walk away from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
were you given the
Yeah.
ingredients on this planet at least, where you have carbon atoms, carbon 12, carbon 13.
666.
Well, 666. Well, in the carbon 12 atom, that's 6 neutrons, 6 protons, and 6 electrons. They form a strong bond with other atoms on this planet. What I mean by strong bonds, plus with their isotopes, with the protons, whatnot. Depends on how many protons in each atom. The carbon 12 atom can bond very easily with atoms of hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Little phosphorus and sulfur. Those are the main ingredients. If they boiled you down and dried you up, those are the main ingredients. You would be like a little powder like that.
Yeah.
That'd be you. But
Your
you need those.
cremation
Ashes to
value.
ashes, that's the dust.
Because when they bond like that, they create long chains of molecules in chromosomes. Long, healthy chains. They're more durable in this type of environment. In terms of heat, cold, in terms of moisture, things like that, it's stronger. When you have molecules of iron and say like silicon and maybe some carbon, they'll break apart easy in wet weather. Like you see iron railings, whatnot. That's because those molecules are not bonded tight. But for organisms, for organic material, carbon 12, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, they're the main ones. Then you have the sulfur. And so those things trigger up, and they get energized by electricity and the Earth's magnetic field. And that's the recipe for life. From microbes to what you are now, everything else.
That's a big friggin' mixing bowl.
Well, that's what they look for when they go
Light
into space. They
force.
look for that kind of a recipe.
Listen, I see your hat. What did you think about space? These new space travels. This is a whole side note, but I'm curious.
You mean?
Since it was on the news recently.
Oh, you mean like rich people going into space?
Yeah. It's a whole playground for these folks now.
Well, yeah, because the technology's there. They got it from people that came before, 50 years ago, whenever. You know, NASA and the Russians, everybody else. So, for money reasons, they're paying into the government for all this information. So the government likes that, you know. Guys from the Amazon guy and the other ones. So it's getting more and more like that. And they're not going totally into space too much.
Listen, all the millions, billions you're putting into this shit. Like, we have people sleeping on the street and dying from a million different things out here. It's just, it seems to be a waste of money as the lights down the middle of Broad Street.
Right, they've been called out on it, but they're not going to pay attention to it.
Oh, no, because they're getting their money.
They're getting their money. It's excitement for them. And plus, who knows what government agencies have known long before this.
Oh, yeah.
They've known.
Send these guys up there. Whatever they're finding out, we knew about it 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Chemicals, that and the other thing about sound waves, vibrations, all that kind of thing.
They've been studying this for so long.
They know, and that's what they want to do with this poison. You know, the fluoride in our water and in our toothpaste and all that stuff. They want to block
Dumbs
the
us
pineal
down,
gland.
right.
As in
So
Michigan
you
again.
won't have to-
Michigan again, a small town in Michigan again, have the lead problem in the water.
Okay.
It's a big thing now again with that. Yeah, fluoride.
Yeah. Oh, they just want to poison us with the food, the process, everything, anything, the TV.
Or your lab rat.
You know? Yeah.
You make your lab rat so they can see how it plays on your body systems, on your cells and your molecules. Because you need your molecules, right? Things like molecular assemblage, that's the assemblage of molecules in a certain manner. And your ATP molecules inside your cells, these are act like capacitors. They contain energy, electrical energy, and then kick it out inside the cell so the cells can carry out the cellular information like that. So when those molecules start breaking down vis-a-vis bad food, everything
They're
else,
not sending the right signal.
they call that a chaos of entropy. Entropy means separating, just going apart. When those cells break down, you're on your way to death.
Oh my God, all this etymology.
Then electricity leaves your body in the form of heat, you're done.
Yeah, that life force. Woo, prana. Listen, first of all, I want to thank you both.
Thank you, Rose.
You're welcome. And thank you.
Happy birthday again, Lottie.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Lottie.
Yeah.
35.
You're,
Lottie Dottie, we
you're,
like
you're a
to
Libra?
party.
I'm a Libra.
Well, see, she's in the middle. She balances us out.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's where this yeah.
The
The
scales.
scales.
Yep.
Yep.
True story.
Okay.
So make sure you check out my girl Lottie at Shay Shalon's Way.
Yes.
She has her website as well. Go ahead and tell them where that is.
For my book is www.shayshalonswaysbooks.com.
Books.com. Make sure you
Yes.
get her book. Man, shout out to Jay Cerrone in the room.
Hey,
Another
Jay.
publisher.
Paper Chase. Woo, woo, woo.
Yep, Paper Chase Publications, another publisher in the room. Thanks for stopping
my mentor.
by.
That's my mentor.
There it is, my man, too.
Yeah,
For real.
man, Rusty. I want to thank Rusty for coming through, and of course sharing
I love
his
it.
gems in etymology and friggin' all that super energized knowledge that he got going on. And you can check us out for more episodes. This month we are also talking about cultivating and maintaining relationships, like marriage type relationships and
Marriage?
other relationships. Yeah, we have Miss Feisty coming on this month.
I've been divorced
Her
since
and
I was
her
born.
husband. Yeah. Lover of many.
That's that Aquarius talking.
It's the sugar.
listen.
It's the sugar.
Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those we love to be there, but at the same time, it's like,
Like my independence.
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
I love it. I hate it.
I'll see you next Friday.
Right. Don't you have somewhere to go? Shit, I do.
Go home. I want you here, but over there.
Right. Oh, that's some bullshit, man.
Well,
But
Life.
listen, yeah, that's
Yeah.
life. So Libras, keep the balance.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
And
I am no longer full of shit now.
That was cool. This was dope. Thanks for bringing me on here.
yeah, absolutely. Maybe we can do it again.
Appreciate
You know,
it,
of
yeah.
course, anytime you want to come on, just let me know, man.
You got to get Lottie back. You got to get her back.
Yeah, Lottie's
that's
fun.
cool.
She's like that little. She's. Yeah, I love looking at her Instagram. She has great posts. She has great energy. She has great knowledge.
Okay.
And
It's like
I
a mixture.
said,
It's balanced.
Yeah,
It's balanced.
she's so
Okay,
balanced.
It's balanced out.
So balanced.
Got a
She's
little
so
bit of everything.
balanced. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. So check her out at Shay
It's
Shalon's
all about
page.
healing. So
Yeah,
I want
absolutely.
you to laugh a little. I want you to learn a little. I want
Okay.
you to cry a little. Get in your
Yeah.
feelings a little. Feel.
Yeah, you
and
gotta
then come
feel to
back,
heal, baby.
You know? Yeah. So
Feel to heal. Tell us.
that's all.
You do a before we go. Tell us about the flu shot because it's that season, cold
It's,
season.
yeah,
I got
created
mine.
it, and actually, I
Oh, you
created
didn't get this one.
an all natural flu shot.
Oh,
Out of herbs. Ginger, echinacea, stinging nettle, golden seal, cayenne, and cat's claw.
And people's reaction is like,
And you drink it. And
Fun.
He actually took it. You gotta follow my Instagram. You gonna see Jay take it. And
Jason?
he was bitching.
super fun because everybody be like,
But
oh
no,
yeah, and then they
it's
get up in it and
strong.
they're
It's
like,
strong.
oh, that's why you here.
I actually took one today. If you go on my stories, I took
how
one
often
today.
do you take one?
I actually take mine probably like every 2 days, or I'm actually going on a trip tomorrow, so I take it before I get on the flight,
Yeah.
and I take it before when I come back. So, I take it often,
Often.
not every day,
Yeah.
but
Oh, I have to
more
explore
than
that.
likely, yeah, you
You're
do.
gonna have
You
to check it
explore
out.
that.
But I think people's reactions are really the best.
Yeah, it's an
That's-
all-natural flu shot, not the stuff they shoot you up with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
they dope me up, I know. But
Yeah.
All right,
the sugar.
dopey. All right, dopey dwarf
got the
over there, and this is happy. And
Yeah.
I don't know who's over here, but I'm signing out on that note.
All right.
Check me out at the RPX on all socials and go to my new website, rosieporter.com. Until next week, peace out on the X Radio.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Shit, fuck, I need a bitch.